everyone, today we are now in the week 2 of the 4th quarter and our lesson is about volume of rectangular prism and cube. Let's watch this. So tayo ngayon ay nasa week 2 ng quarter 4. Ang lesson ay tungkol sa volume of rectangular prism and cube and cubic units. So pero ngayon, gagawin natin visualization lang muna. When we are asked to find an amount that will occupy space and yet just a surface, we are being introduced to another application of measurement, which is the volume. So last time we discussed about the area. So ngayon naman ang volume. So what is a volume? Volume is the three-dimensional size of an object measured in cubic units. Okay, so ito yung cubic units. Ito yung mga example ng cubic units. So it is expressed in cubic centimeters, cubic decimeters, cubic meters, cubic inches, cubic feet, cubic yards, and others. So when we say cubic, power of 3. So example natin, pag sinulat natin in a short way, ang cubic centimeter, it is cc or cubic centimeter. So itong 3 na to, as exponent, binabasa natin siya as cubic. So cubic decimeters, so dm, decimeters, then cube. Cubic meters, so meter, then cube. Cubic inches, so example natin, inches, then cube. Cubic feet, so feet, then cube. Cubic yards, so yards, then cube. So that's it. So volume, maaari natin itong makuha sa, dahil nga sa title natin, ito ay rectangular prism. So from the solid figure, and this one is a cube. Yan. So yung rectangular prism kapag 2D, two-dimensional rectangle. While this cube, kapag two-dimensional, it is a square. Based on the problem, science teacher handed each of her pupils a rectangular flower pot 6 inches by 5 inches. So the entire class was brought to the school garden and the pupils were asked to fill up their flower pot with soil until it reaches the height of 8 inches. How much soil will be needed by each pupil? So example, etong nasa larawan, yan yung flower pot. So since it is rectangular, meron tong length and the width. So ang length natin ay 6 inches, then the width is 5 inches. Yan. And then, ito yung height, sabi niya, 8 inches. Yan. So let us try to solve. So let us study the problem. The height of the prism is not given, but since the length and the width are given in the area, would be length times the width. So, ito yung itsura ng isang rectangle. So, we have the length and the width. Okay, so, ang given natin na length is 6 inches, then 5 inches ang width. So, area equals length times width. So, 6 times 5 equals 30. Then, inches times inches, squared inches, or pwede natin isulat na 30 inches squared. So, given naman na nagbigay ang pupil natin, nag-fill in amount of soil up to height of 8 inches. So, yung H natin is 8 inches. So, yan na yung 8 inches. So, from the volume, ang formula ng volume, length times width times height. Given na yung length times width, din nakuha natin na area. So, pwede natin sabihin ng volume is equivalent to area times the height. So, i-substitute natin na length times width times height. 6 inches times 5 inches times 8 inches. 6 times 5 equals 30 inches squared times 8 inches. 30 times 8 equals 240, then inches cube or cubic inches. So, tandaan kapag volume, ang unit na natin ay cubic. Okay. Suppose a pupil was able to fill an amount of soil up to height of 2 inches. O, halimbawa, since ang binigay natin na 6 inches and 5 inches, 2 inches lang yung nilagay ng lupa ng mga estudyante. So, ito ang magiging height na 2 inches. Following the rule natin na volume length times width times height, so 5 times 6 times 2 inches. So, 5 times 6 is equivalent to 30 inches squared times 2 inches. So, multiply again. 30 times 2 equals 60 inches cube or cubic inches. Tandaan lang, kapag nag-multiply tayo, yung unit natin sa umpisa, dahil yan ay may imaginary 1 na exponent, pag multiplication, ina-add natin ang exponent. So, 5 inches times 6 inches, so inches 1, inches 2 is equivalent to inches 2 or squared. So, inches, meron na namang isa, kaya naging inches cube or cubic inches. Ayan. Look at the figure below. So, this is a rectangular prism which is made up of unit cubes. Can you find the volume of this figure? Okay. So, tingnan natin. Kung ilan ang volume ng binigay na dito na 30 cubic units. Identify na lang natin. Bakit ito naging 30 cubic units? So, kapag walang ibinigay na unit, na wala ng centimeter, inches, meter, automatic ang sinasabi natin ay units. So, volume is measured according to the length, then the width, and the height of the figure. So, the formula in finding the volume of rectangular prism is V equals length times the width times the height. Wherein, L is the length, W is the width, H is the height. Okay, pwede naman kahit ano yan. So, V, following the rule, length times the width times the height or the formula. So, ang length natin, pwedeng ito. So, bilangin natin ang square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 units times the width, 1, 2, 3. So, 3 units times yung height natin. Pwede dito. So, 1, 2. Meron tayong 2 units. Units ang ginamit ko since walang binigay na unit. Okay. So, 5 times 3 equals 15 times 2 equals 30. 30 cubic units. Cubic units. Saan galing yung cubic units? So, sabi ko, kapag yan, ay multiplication, exponent, meron tayong imaginary na 1. So, i-add lang natin. 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. 30 cubic units. So, ngayon naman, example natin ay ang cube. Okay, supposedly, ito yung cube. So, when we say cube, so, ang 2-dimensional niyan ay square. So, alam naman natin ang square ay pare-pareho ang sukat ng bawat sides. Ayan, kung makikita nyo, meron siyang 5, 5, then 5. Identify natin. Since a cube has length is equivalent to W, or the width is equivalent to height. So, length and the width and the height. So, sa cube, ang tawag dito ay sides. Hindi na length and the width dahil pare-pareho yan. So, tawag na sa kanya ay sides. Therefore, volume of a cube is equivalent to side cube. Cubic sides. Or, S times X times the S. So, tatlong S. Or, E, YE. Diba? Kapag solid figure, ang tawag dyan ay edge. Edge cube or cubic edge. Or E times the E times the E. So, kung saan kayo mas komportable, I prefer ito. Since baka malito kayo kapag nakita nyo yung exponent na 3. Gamitin natin ang volume ng cube na S times the S times the S. So, 5 times 5 times 5. So, 5 times 5 equals 25. So, 25 times 5 equals 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 2, 10 plus 2 equals 12. So, 125 cubic units. Why cubic units? Wala kasing binigay na unit. Walang inches, centimeter, or whatever. Tignan naman natin itong learning task 1. Count the number of cubic units to find the volume of the following rectangular prism. So, rectangular prism or cubes. Tingnan natin. Since hanapin na natin ang length and the width, the height. So, length. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4 times yung height. 1, 2. So, times 2. 4 times 4 equals 16 times 2 equals 32 cubic units. Next. Tingnan natin. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 4 times 1, 2, 3 times 3 times yung height. 1, 2, 3. So, 4 times 3 equals 12 times 3 equals 36 cubic units. Okay. So, marunong nang kumuha ng volume based on the figure. Ayan. So, the cubic units we use most often for volume are cubic centimeter. Ito yung symbol ng cubic centimeter. Cubic decimeter. Cubic meter. Milliliter, and then the liters. Okay. So, these are related as follows. So, meron tayong conversion. So, pwedeng ito ang mga dapat natin tandaan. 1,000 cubic centimeter is equivalent to 1 dm cube. So, meaning mas malaki ang decimeter than centimeter. O 1,000 cubic decimeter is equivalent to 1 cubic meter. Meaning mas malaki ang meter cube or cubic meter than decimeter cube or cubic decimeter. 1 million cubic meter is equivalent to 1 cubic meter. Yan, ganyan kalaki. Kung mapapansin nyo yung bawat stage or bawat lipat ng unit, so by 3 yan. So, may 3 zero. Kasi cube di 3. 1 cubic decimeter is equivalent to 1 liters. 1 liter. 1,000 cubic centimeter is equivalent to 1 liter. 1,000 liters is equivalent to 1 cubic meter. So, mas malaki ang cubic meter than liters. So, 1 cubic centimeter is equivalent to 1,000 ml. So, to convert the cubic unit of measure to its larger equivalents, use division, and to convert bigger unit to its smaller equivalents, use multiplication. Yan. Kapag mas malaki ang i-convert mo to mas maliit, so kailangan nating mag-multiply. Kapag mas maliit, papalaki naman ang conversion, mag-divide tayo. So, let us try. So, ito yung conversion natin. So, yung unit, maaaring ito yung liters, diba? Grams, and liter. Mula sa milli, centi, deci, so, liters, gram. So, para makita natin kung alin ang mas malalaking unit. Ayan. Papunta sa kaliwa. Ayan. Palaki ang unit. So, pag palaki, tayo ay papunta, dapat mag-divide. Pag mula sa kanan, paliit, pag nag-convert tayo, tayo ay mag-multiply. Example natin, 5 million cubic centimeter. So, ilang cubic meters? As we all know, 1 million cubic centimeters equivalent to 1 cubic meter. So, tayo ba ay magde-divide or mag-multiply? Since mas maliit ang cubic centimeter to meter cube, tayo ay magde-divide. So, 5 million divided by 1 million is equivalent to 5. Therefore, we have 5 cubic meter. Example number 2. 4.3 cubic meter is equivalent to how many cubic centimeter? So, Alam naman ulit natin, 1 million cubic centimeters equivalent to 1 cubic meter. Tayo ba ay magdi-divide or mag-multiply? So, ang sagot, tayo ay mag-multiply dahil malaki papaliit ang gagawin natin. So, 4.3 times 1 million is equivalent to 4,300,000 centimeter cube. Easy lang yan. So, kung mag-multiply tayo, 4.3, bilangin natin ng 0 ng 1 million, we have 6. So, move lang natin itong decimal point going to the right ng 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then, dagdagan nyo na 0. So, as is. Parehas yan na magiging answer. Same as magdi-divide tayo, katulad ng number 1. So, kapag magdi-divide tayo ng 5 million divided by 1 million, o dahil ilan yan na 0, pwede na natin yung i-cancel. Unang 3. O meron pang natira. So, cancel. So, 5 divided by 1 was 5. So, example number 3 natin, 725 liters equivalent to how many cubic meters? So, 1,000 liters equivalent to 1 cubic meter. Therefore, tayo ay mag-divide. 725 divided by 1,000 equals 0.00725. How come? Paano nangyari yon? So, alam natin na 1,000, we have 3 zeros. Para mag-shortcut tayo, move natin na decimal point going to the left. Ilan? 3 din. So, 1, 2, 3. So, lagyan natin ng 0, then decimal point 0. Therefore, 725 liters equivalent to 0.00725 cubic meters. Example number 4, 12,000 cubic centimeters equivalent to how many liters? So, ang conversion natin, 1,000 cubic centimeters equivalent to 1 liters. So, 1 liter. So, meaning, mas maliit ang cubic centimeter. Papalaki. So, tayo ay mag-divide again. 12,000 divided by 1,000 is equivalent to 12. So, 12,000 cubic centimeters is equivalent to 12 liters. And, so, tingnan natin. Learning task natin, what unit of measure for volume is appropriate to use the following objects? Use the given units of measure. So, cubic centimeter, cubic decimeter, cubic meters. So, alin kaya? Siyempre, pag centimeter, cubic centimeter, medyo maliit lang yan. Then, followed by cubic decimeter, mas malaki ng konti sa centimeter. Then, cubic meter, pagpalagay nyo na, mga ilang di pa yan, diba? So, tingnan natin. Shoebox. So, it is matchbox, then swimming pool. Shoebox is cubic decimeter. Pwede. Pwede rin naman natin cubic centimeter. Matchbox, syempre maliit yan, kaya automatic cubic centimeter. Then, the swimming pool, dahil malaki ang swimming pool, it is cubic meters. Yun yung sagot. So, mula naman sa susunod nating learning task, convert the following unit as indicated. So, 2,000 or 2 million cubic meter. How many meter cube? So, it is 2y. So, convert natin 1 million, diba? 2 million divided by 1 million equals 2. 5.4 cubic meters equivalent to how many cubic centimeter? So, malaki, papaliit. So, mag-multiply tayo ng 1 million. 5.4 times 1 million is equivalent to 5,400,000 centimeter cube. So, remember, yung mga iba pang numbers kayo na magsagot. So, remember natin, volume is the amount of space occupied by a solid figure. It is the number of cubic units needed to fill in the container. Yan. So, volume is three-dimensional, which is composed of the area of the base, so meaning length times the width, times the height. So, that is why it is always expressed in cubic units, such as cubic centimeter, cubic decimeter, cubic meter, cubic inches, cubic feet, and the others. So, again, the formula for finding the volume of cube is V equals S times S times S, or S cube, or E times E times E times E, or E cube. While the formula for finding the volume of a rectangular prism is volume equals length times the width times the height. Our references for today's week. So, 5.4a 4th Quarter Learner's Packet, Week 2 and 21st Century Maths 5, pages 310 to 370. Thank you for watching. Thank you, my dear road to 2,000 subscribers. I am your teacher, Kami. And don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Bye!